Hi, this is Dr. Dan Purser, danpursermd.com. Welcome to my Glutathione Facebook Live. This is going to be the, what are we calling this? The top 10 facts and benefits of regarding glutathione. 2 top 10 lists, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. In front of me is Jackson, and over there is Brecken.
Yep.
She's moving further and further away from me. Why are you moving further away from me?
I've been right here the whole time, actually.
Okay. And Grogu is behind me watching over my shoulder. Grogu is green like glutathione.
Really? Is glutathione green?
No, it's going to clear. Okay, Grogu, go away. Grogu's a cute little guy. So, Jackson, the theme song, please.
Oh, yep.
That sounded like the theme song for Lawrence of Arabia.
That's it.
Lawrence
If
of
you
Arabia.
could play that on kalimba, yes, that's what it would sound
really?
like.
I don't really know what that is, but yeah.
Okay. Brecken agreed with me, so okay, good. That you practice that for hours.
Always. He always practices for hours.
Oh. Brecken, did you notice how I worded the title of those 2 lists? Let me go back. Let me say them better and more clearly.
Mm-hmm.
The top 10 facts about an actual real reduced absorbable glutathione. Well, that's a mouthful. And followed by the top 10 benefits of validated reduced glutathione.
So how are those different? Or
Well, they're not really that different because actual real reduced absorbable glutathione, there's only one on the marketplace, and it's patent protected out the wazoo. U.S. pharmaceutical patents now, Japanese pharmaceutical patents, on and on. Okay, and the top 10 benefits of a validated reduced glutathione. They're kind of the same thing. We'll just leave it at that.
cool. Well,
Those and they aren't just more. Are you prompting me?
you know, I try.
I wrote this script. I can.
He always gets on me for missing my cues, but that was him missing his cue.
No, I'm rolling with this. Those aren't just marketing words. They mean something important. But randomly finding a real, reduced, absorbable, validated glutathione on Amazon, or just floating around out there. One floating around out there is like finding a real and unadulterated liter of lavender essential oil on Amazon for $2.95. It's not going to happen. Oh, you can find lavender glutathione for $2.95 a liter on Amazon, but it's not lavender.
It's not
and
good.
It's not an essential oil. Maybe something else. But, okay, so it's not going to happen. So let's try discussing glutathione in general. Here are the benefits of buying and then using a random glutathione capsule or liposomal glutathione. Are you ready? Ready?
I'm ready.
Are you guys ready out there? Here they are.
You're frozen.
You're not saying anything.
Well, I'll answer the question I posed. I give you the detailed list of benefits, and it's very short.
But you didn't say anything.
Exactly. That's the list. They do nothing. Complete waste of money and time, except one.
You're going to tell us what that
No.
one? Okay.
We're not going to ever mention that. So maybe later, but my peeps already know. So here's a list of the top 10 benefits of intravenous glutathione. Are you ready?
Yeah, that means IV glutathione. Right?
IV glutathione.
Let's hear. Oh, noticing a pattern. You're still not saying anything.
Not saying a word. Same deal. They cannot work and do not work. They'd be using ERs all around the country.
What?
If they worked. One worked. It'd be the biggest thing since sliced bread and for ER use.
What would they even be used for?
Tylenol or acetaminophen or paracetamol overdose. So that's the number one cause of suicide attempt in the U.S., especially young people. It's a really, really bad choice because what happens over the next 2 or 3 weeks, their livers fail and they go on a transplant list. And if there's a liver that comes up, they usually die. It's a slow, awful, yellow, green, painful death. But they try to use NAC in acetylcysteine to increase their glutathione production. If it works, it can save them, but it usually doesn't do much. It's just kind of a last desperate attempt. So if someone actually had an intravenous or injectable glutathione that worked, it would be the bomb.
Yeah.
So, and you know why they don't work, right?
I do.
Okay. Can you tell
but
me?
If they're not used in the ER, well, they are used in the ER, but they're not being used correctly.
No, there's no glutathione being used in the ER.
Not anywhere.
Not anywhere.
Gotcha.
Doesn't work. Not the way it should. If someone had a patent that allowed for the proper design of an injectable, FDA-approved injectable glutathione, it'd be really valuable.
So you do know of one?
Oh yeah, I do know one that works. Maybe one day. I know. Okay, but let's go through our list. What was the first one?
I think the first one was the top 10 facts about an actual, real, reduced, absorbable glutathione.
That's a mouthful.
It is.
So, it's critical for it to be reduced and absorbable. I guess reduced, stable, and absorbable and validated.
How come?
Well, I call these the 4 immutable laws of antioxidants. And I'm building a large, massive business around this, slowly but surely. The antioxidant to work must be, number one, validated, proven it can raise serum numbers, or proven it works. And there's no glutathione other than one that's ever done that. Number 2, absorbable. How else is it getting in? Number 3, reduced, most critical portion, where almost all have failed, again, except one.
Can you just tell us what that one is?
We're not going there. We're not yet. So I said maybe in a while. Number 4, and shelf stable. If not, how does it get to market? How does an end user use it? If it's not, does that make sense? Validated, absorbable, reduced, stable. Shelf stable. So it can sit on a shelf for someone to buy it. Otherwise, if you don't meet all 4 of those requirements, you're done. You're not a viable, usable, super antioxidant. And so the big problem is people can't make enough reduced glutathione usually, so they need reduced glutathione. That's why it's got to be reduced, not the oxidized garbage that's out there and readily available. And that can be because of genetic diseases or stress or trauma or age decline. Must be absorbable because how else is it going to get into your system? Using readily, it should be topical and sublingually absorbable. And as far as, because you can't put it through your gut, you'll digest it. And as far as stable, I recently reviewed an awarded patent on for frozen reduced glutathione. That's how they stabilize it. But the freezing point of glutathione in the solution they used was so low that it's essentially dry ice to stabilize the glutathione molecule from reacting. So, but they were awarded the patent because it was the first reduced stable glutathione. It just didn't mean the other 2 requirements, the validation and the absorbable. Because you threw that lump down in your gut, you were going to die. It'd burn a hole through.
Yeah.
It'd freeze your stomach.
Terrifying.
So it's kind of like a moot point. Why'd they pay the money for the patent and do all that?
Just to say they did? Maybe?
I just can't. Yeah, they thought they were geniuses, but
it's crazy.
Probably not. Okay.
Well, why don't we hear your list? What's number 1?
Well, let's start at the bottom. Let's start with number 9, and we'll work our way up. Number 9, it is a super antioxidant.
What does that mean?
That means that it is, for example, 1 molecule of reduced active glutathione, 1 molecule of reduced glutathione is equivalent to 1 million molecules of vitamin C. It's not vitamin C. It doesn't prevent scurvy, but it does have antioxidant capabilities that are 1 million times more potent than vitamin C and almost any other antioxidant out there. There's a few that are also super antioxidants, but they're different. So.
And so it's different than vitamin C, but it does such similar things?
Yeah, well, think of what your mom used to say about vitamin C, what it do for you. Help with colds, help with this, help with that, help heal you, help make you feel better, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Well, glutathione is going to do those things, but 1 million times more aggressively.
Gotcha.
So you take 10 or 20 squirts of some liposomal glutathione that actually worked and was functional, validated, absorbable, reduced and stable. Okay, then then it would really act like vitamin C times a million, which we know they do. Okay, go ahead.
What's number 8?
It's the human body's #1 detoxifying agent.
Which means what?
White blood cells they cover themselves with the glutathione, like a porcupine has quills, and they remove everything: T killer cells, CD4, CD8 and CD4 T killer cells. Cover themselves with it and remove anything that's foreign in your body. Glutathione can't recognize what's foreign, but the white blood cell can, using it like a spear tip. And so it stabs viruses, it stabs toxins, it stabs free radicals, whatever it can, it grabs it and removes it.
That's crazy.
Dirt removes dirt.
Wow.
Bacteria, viruses, anything. We know now from studies that glutathione, if someone had one that actually worked and was FDA approved and all that, it would be, it can remove the force field that drug-resistant bacteria create around themselves too.
Wow.
Those are big studies. It could change the world if someone had one.
Yeah, sounds like it. What about number 7? Kind of sounds like glutathione is super, it could make you fly or something like that, right?
Not quite like that.
It's like a radioactive.
Make you feel really good. But number 7 is glutathione is totally safe and is made in your body. Humans make it. Most of us just don't eventually make enough of it.
How come?
But what I said earlier, age, vitamin deficiencies impacting your ability to create glutathione. MTHFR, you don't create enough glutathione, for example. Certain genetic conditions, GSDP1, GSTM1, GSTM3, GST01, 2, 3. There's just a lot of different things out there that you can have passed down to you genetically that prevent you from making enough of it or reducing it properly.
I saw someone asking you about COMT gene. Could that cause problems with glutathione too?
No, COMT causes problems with you not pushing estradiol breakdown down the right pathway. COMT allows you to push it down a disfavorable pathway, a bad pathway that increases your risk for breast cancer.
Gotcha.
And COMT makes you tired too, like MTHFR. So you use the dinesyl hydroxy B12 and DEM to change that. So any of you out there who I forgot to say to take DEM with your COMT, take DEM.
Yeah. You told me to do that.
Yeah, get DEMAVAIL from Designs for Health. Yeah, contact my office. We'll help you with it.
Gotcha.
Okay.
What about number 6?
It has to be validated. For the last 50 years, the search has been on for trying to find a glutathione that worked and was validated. There's tons of studies. We looked at several of them and realized that no one had ever had one validated. There wasn't, and it's funny, NIH has done all these studies with reduced glutathione, but they didn't have a validated one. Usually their studies are like, well, maybe we should have used, maybe if we had a reduced one that actually worked, it might change our results. But because there's only one that's ever been validated. Because they proved validation, or we proved validation, we're awarded a huge U.S. and Japanese and many other patents, pharmaceutical patents, actually.
That's awesome. I know that. Some people have been commenting it too. They've been spacing the letters out. It's funny. What about number 5?
All are oxidized except one. So if you go to Amazon and you get a glutathione, I can tell you the 17 ways, or at least the one way that bottle is oxidized, maybe 3. So that's garbage because you don't need oxidized glutathione. You already got it.
So why does it need to be unoxidized?
It's got to be reduced. That's like ready to grab stuff, ready to be absorbed, ready to be triggered, ready to do its job. It's not that people can't make glutathione. A lot of them just can't reduce it back down, or they can't, or it's oxidized, or they can't make it. Could be any of the above. So they have lots of oxidized glutathione floating around, but they can't reduce it, recycle it. Glutathione should be cycled hundreds or thousands or millions of times a minute, right, Jared? Jared's here from Clearwater,
Florida.
yeah, and he's for the Christmas holidays, and he's going to go back to medical school in the first part of January.
Yeah.
And so, so if any young women want to go on a date with Jared to Disney World, I'll help set that up. Okay, now he's going to kill me.
Dr.
Sorry,
Pusher's sponsoring a Disney date.
Yeah, I'm the wing dad. Wing dad.
Wing Dad.
Wing dad. Woo. Okay.
Dan.
Wing Dan.
Wing Dan, is that it? Wing Dr. Dan. Okay, so
What about number 4?
number 4, must be all natural. Today's patients and health seekers refuse to use anything synthetic.
Yeah, that's definitely a big deal nowadays. People want natural. What about number 3?
Number 3, must be readily absorbable. Cannot be through the gut. You can't, like capsules, are you kidding me? You break it down in your gut. And if you take it, it's got to be either transmucosal or transdermal.
Which means, for us who don't know
Through
what
the skin or through under the tongue or through the buccal mucosa in your mouth.
buccal mucus, it's a new word. What about number 2?
Must be shelf-stable and readily usable, and that's on a easily usable daily access. If it's IV or some crazy expensive concoction, it wouldn't be shelf-stable. It wouldn't be readily available for use. Well, the IV could be shelf-stable, but you're going to start an IV every day and give yourself glutathione.
Yeah, that's.
I know people who do that, but trust me, if you're using IV glutathione and you want to know more about why I think it doesn't work, contact us. Well, no, don't do that. It doesn't work because it's not made correctly. It's not protected from air anywhere in the process. Think about it. The water, the tubing, everything.
Yeah.
Just not protected from air, and it oxidizes it immediately. So, sorry my voice is hoarse.
What's number 1? Let's hear it.
Number 1, must be shockingly noticeable when you take it.
Which means?
It's a super antioxidant. You should feel it. Usually with the glutathione, most people feel mental clarity right away.
Mm-hmm.
It's like it sweeps through your brain like a cool breeze. That's probably the biggest thing it does. So people can't quite pin that down, but it's mental clarity is what you feel when you take it.
Kind of wipes away the brain fog a little, right?
Right, a lot. I had a glutathione deficiency on my SpectraCell a few years ago. I wasn't taking enough. I took more mental clarity. Woo.
You need that.
Yeah.
Wait, you only told us 9 things. What's the 10th?
The 10th. Number 10, I should have brought up, must be made in America. People don't trust products made elsewhere. China, wherever, they don't trust them. So I'm not going to do that.
Makes sense.
Or on Tatooine, definitely not. Should not be made on Tatooine.
You don't want Grogu to make it? Is that his
Grogu's
name?
cool. Grogu's cool.
He's just standing over there mixing a pot or something. He's little.
He does it with his hands.
Oh,
He
the
spins
force.
the ball around in the mixer like really fast.
What about the top 10 benefits of reduced glutathione?
Are you ready for him?
I'm ready.
I'm just going to roll.
Do it.
Number 10, it's very, very antiviral and antibacterial. Very, very antiviral. Very. Healing of most skin traumas. Number 9, that's number 9.
Mm-hmm.
Number 8, massive and aggressive detoxification. Like, it should be used if there was a validated, absorbable, reduced, stable glutathione. It should and would be used in ERs for a Tylenol overdose, for alcohol overdose. That's my point earlier. So that's an FDA approval. Some companies got to go through to get that. Dramatically should reduce cardiovascular inflammation. And in that line, if designed correctly, it could reduce the risk of most forms of dementia, because that's really about handling cholesterol properly in your brain.
Mom.
And if you have high glutathione levels, you won't build up those plaque or plaque tangles or all the weird things that dementia patients get. Heals burns. It should dramatically. That's off the the chart. Only a few people, researchers know about that, but it should dramatically heal burns. It can help heal nerve damage, especially if it's a neurotoxin type of damage. So again, in ER, emergency room use, or just a long-term use for like things like SIPA, chemotherapy, and peripheral neuropathy, stuff like that. It should help heal surgical wounds dramatically and quickly, like paper cuts. I had the worst paper cut of my hand.
He was
My paper cut.
He was crying over this paper cut, basically.
I didn't cry.
I'm just kidding. No, but
It was like the paper cut from HC double toothpicks. It was terrible.
it was like a full-on gash, not just a
I know. I thought I was going to die from it or lose my finger.
yes.
Not now. It's
Amputated
healed.
from
3
a
days
paper.
later, healed. So studies have shown glutathione is the only way to quickly reduce D-dimer levels and thus clotting. And we've talked about that before, especially in the current pandemic environment. Okay, that's all I'll say. I'll shut that down right now. Okay, could prevent wet macular degeneration, the #1 cause of blindness in the world.
Crazy.
#1. And prevents cavities, can help heal mouth wounds.
Yeah. I know
Okay,
that one
Ask
firsthand.
the big question. You have a question. I see it in your eyes.
I have a big question. Why should it help with viruses? Like, and how could it shut down them? Or
I put that article up the other day because I really found it interesting. Shingles, herpes viruses especially, hate glutathione. The first thing, and hepatitis viruses hate glutathione. The first thing a lot of these viruses do is turn down, or certainly they try and turn off your innate ability to make glutathione. So, so you can't fight them back. But glutathione for shingles should be miraculous, even if applied quickly, and lots of it, like 5 to 8 times a day.
yeah.
But only if someone had one that worked. Okay, but glutathione's amazing for its antiviral capabilities. It's crazy.
Just that alone is crazy.
So, any questions for us to go through?
Yeah, I've got a couple.
Okay.
Um,
Oh, let me back up.
yeah.
PubMed, by the way, there are 190 studies regarding glutathione and herpes virus, which causes shingles.
Herpes zoster. specifically.
Herpes zoster, the herpes causes herpes and shingles and all kinds of entertaining, fun, horrible things, though. So you know the worst case of shingles I've ever seen?
On someone's eye.
70s. Well, those are nightmares.
Yeah.
No, this was a 77-year-old man in one of our studies. He'd had active shingles for 13 years. You had shingles when you were a kid, right?
I was 8 years old.
Yeah, was that, you remember how painful it was?
It was so painful.
Yeah, could you imagine having that for 13
For years. You'd die. Like, I get why people.
And the minimum for our study requirements, they had to be 70 years old and have had shingles for at least 3 years, active shingles, for our study.
Crazy.
We did 103 patients or 105, I can't remember, in that study. Anyway, okay. So, ask your question. Sorry.
Can glutathione or should glutathione be absorbed topically or ingested? Which one's the best for absorption? If you're going with one that's validated.
Can't be ingested. It'll be digested.
So transmucosally.
Transmucosally, push and swallow, or topically.
Gotcha. How?
And someone should have validated both ways in their patent study.
The little eyes. Pay attention
Wait,
to
my
the
eyes.
little eyes. Is there an ideal time for people to take a validated glutathione, like in the morning, evening?
Morning seems to work better, but it doesn't matter. If you want brain clarity all day, yeah,
Do you find that if people take it in the evening, they have a hard time sleeping
can be.
because the energy boost?
But a lot of people tell me that they sleep better using glutathione, a proper, validated, absorbable, reduced, stable
Yeah.
glutathione.
I know when I'm sick and I've taken one that's validated,
What?
it always helps me sleep better just because, I don't know, I just start feeling better. Can get through the night.
Yeah, I tend to take a lot more when I get like a cold or something similar to a cold that's really nasty. Anyway, I'll do like 30 squirts a day.
Can you talk about the the macular degeneration again? People are just wondering, how does glutathione help that?
What macular degeneration is caused by a lack of reduced glutathione deficiency. It's the number one cause of blindness in the world. So I'd be taking a lot of it, but maybe that same company who makes it will eventually get an FDA approval on a eye drop version too, which I guarantee that'll be happening.
So if you're
Maybe
taking
guarantee.
glutathione, do you, like you said earlier, it's kind of similar to vitamin C. Do you still need to take vitamin C if you're taking a lot of glutathione?
Yeah. It's not vitamin C. I was just using that as a comparison. No, vitamin C is its own beast, and own angel too. So yeah, no, glutathione will not cure scurvy. But it'll make you so happy and feel so good that you won't care you had scurvy. Okay, I'm kidding. That's not true.
Is it hard on your kidneys or good for your kidneys?
No, NIH has done a number of studies, and those have been repeated elsewhere that that showed that it dramatically helps kidney function. Like maybe even gets people off. Well, that's all. I'm not going to say more. Yeah, dramatically. At NIH has shown that glutathione can dramatically help. You can go to PubMed and look that up.
That's good. Can you apply it? You said that it is good for like wounds and healing. Can you apply it directly to the wound?
Yeah, I do all the time.
So like shingles, you
I
can
deal with
apply
complex wound issues.
Yeah. Burns.
But yeah, shingles, burns, stuff like that. Yeah, I've
just
done it.
apply directly.
But yeah. Yeah.
Should you rotate taking this like a couple days on, a couple days off?
No.
Every day?
Pound it in, get it healed, get it taken care of.
But even if you're just taking it for supplement, just like normal daily?
Yeah, you can do that if you want. No, I don't know you need to. It's like taking vitamin C if you find one that works.
People are wondering, where would you apply it topically if you just wanted to apply it that way?
Not in your eyes.
That's a good point, yeah. So for macular, I can't talk.
You can apply it everywhere else.
Just don't apply it directly to your eye.
No, not.
But you could apply it
Oh
around.
yeah, I know. I know people use glutathione around their eye because they got rid of the bags under their eyes and stuff. We don't know quite why it does that, but it does appear to do that.
A little wakes you up.
It's why I have no wrinkles.
He really doesn't have any wrinkles. That's weird.
Maybe I use glutathione a lot.
What about glaucoma? Does it help with that at all?
Supposed to. Because think about it, glaucoma is really the little portals out of your eye gets clogged that circulates optic fluid, and glutathione empowers the white blood cells. They use it to remove the particles that get clogged, that clog up the filter, and so that's why they think it helps with glaucoma. I don't know personally that it does, but just studies I've seen.
Yeah. Someone's wondering, do you have any other books besides the 85% solution?
Really?
They must be new
I
here.
think I have 28 or 29 books. I've had 17 books be number one at one time or another on Amazon. Yeah, I've got quite a few others.
Yeah, so just look up Dan Purser MD on Amazon. You'll see them all there.
Yeah, I probably am one of the most popular doctor authors on the planet, but has my high school ever asked me to go back and speak at a graduation? No.
He's a humble man.
Yeah, humble.
They can get you on a Zoom call now.
Like they won't do that.
I saw one question here. How do you know if you need glutathione?
Well, if you're perfectly healthy and loving life, don't bother. Don't take it. But perfectly healthy is that's a big rule. That's a high bar. You also can get a SpectraCell. It's the only way I know to really tell because it looks at intracellular glutathione levels. That's how I diagnosed my deficiency, my glutathione deficiency. And I see those a lot, but SpectraCell is the way to go.
Yeah.
You'll know. You'll know if you have other deficiencies too. SpectraCell is not, the glutathione is not super common deficiency, but I see about 2 a week.
It's borderline on quite a few people.
Yeah,
Sometimes.
borderline
Yeah.
are significant.
Yeah. What about children? Can they take glutathione?
Yeah, rub it on them. We should find one that works.
How quickly should you see results? Like you said, you should be quick acting. Like you should feel energy or notice some
Quickly.
kind of brain.
Yeah, detoxing, all that. Yeah, you should feel it quickly.
But
Like within a day or 2 or 3.
yeah,
And if you're taking it for a specific,
ailment.
like a virus or something like that, really quickly.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't know anything about that. I can't comment about them. Just what the NIH has said.
What about non-alcoholic fatty liver disease?
PubMed, look it up. It should be used. Choline and lots and lots of, you deal with the MTHFR issues, and you can often flip NAFLD.
Choline's my favorite vitamin sometimes.
No, I got rid of my eye twitches with that.
Yeah. That's how I found it out.
Eye twitch, choline.
Yep.
Yeah, Brecken had the tremors and the weird eye twitch.
You
You look like a mutant running around.
That's not what I look like. My eye just wouldn't stop twitching, so he thought it was a magnesium deficiency. We got a SpectraCell, and it was choline. It was weird. And it helped, like, immediately when I took it.
That's true. Yeah, yeah. So, okay. So who won the free bottle of our Vars Glutathione?
Oh, from your post earlier?
Yeah.
Tracy Phillips Gumpton.
Wait, Tracy Gumpton won it?
Yeah.
She had a lot of gumption to. Oh, okay.
Oh, no.
So, yeah, she had a lot of gumption.
I'll message her. But Tracy, you won from... Always look at Dr. Purser's post because he's always doing little giveaways. They always surprise me because I don't know about them. But then he's like, who won? I'm like, what?
I like doing giveaways.
He loves
I'd
it.
give all my life away for patients if I could, but I can't. I think they sense that, but I know you guys wouldn't prefer I did that. So, okay, any new holiday sales idea that's trying to bankrupt me? You guys are coming up with something awful, I know.
Yeah. We currently have 15% off all products on Physician Design.
This doesn't involve me dressing up like Santa or anything, does it?
Wink, wink. Keep an eye out closely, guys.
No.
Who wants to see him dressed up like Santa?
Yeah, guys, comment. Let us know if you want to see him
I'm
as
not
Santa.
dressing up like Santa.
You already said you would.
Well, no, I lied.
If
I was overworked
how
and
about this?
feverish.
If
that day.
5 people comment that they want to see you as Santa, you have to wear your Santa suit.
I'm not going to do that. I'm not talking again to the group till like March, right? Okay, it'll be a couple of weeks at least.
Wait, you never told us what is this glutathione that you know?
Are they asking?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
we want to know.
Well, I know we've been awarded huge patents for our glutathione. I can't make any claims about it other than it can detox you, but it's the only one that's ever been shown to be functional and validated, because that's how we're awarded our patent. And the way our patent is written, there'll be no other, unless someone takes that frozen lump of stuff. It's like death on a stick.
I think if you just go near it, you're supposed to get the benefits of
I
it.
think I'll just die if you took that frozen lump. We're not the one talked about in here, but well, maybe we're, I don't know. But it's called VARS, valid, because that was my rule on the antioxidant immutable rules. So we're working with other antioxidants, super antioxidants. Can anyone name another super antioxidant?
It'll take a minute to get the response because
Really? Because I will send you a bottle of glutathione if you can.
if they can name another antioxidant.
Another super
Oh,
antioxidant.
super. Let me
There's
Google what
really
these
only one, but we're working with 2 or 3, maybe 4 others. But only one other's known widely. And you can't be someone that I've worked with or you've been in one of our studies. That'd be cheating.
Someone said wolfberry.
are. Ninja red. Goji
Goji
berries. Blueberries.
It's not nope.
Those all do have antioxidants.
But
Yes.
they're not super antioxidants.
Mhm.
They are a very powerful antioxidant, though.
Like a blueberry goji berry milkshake thing. Yeah, let's do that on the way home tonight.
What? You got rid of camel milk that quickly? It's been a while.
I don't even know where my cup is. I
Oh,
think it's at
that's
Jackson's house.
still in my apartment. Yeah, I've meant to bring that in.
We should be having hot camel milk for Christmas snog.
We're getting a lot of Ninja Reds out
And
here.
wolfberry,
It's
yeah.
not Ninja Red.
Clove?
This is scientific. No.
Oregano? She knows you. Grapeseed extract. By the way, someone said you'd be a really nice skinny Santa.
Hey,
I like it. Yeah, actually, there was about like 20 comments of "Yay Santa, yay!" So looks like we're doing Santa.
No, we're not.
Vitamin C.
resveratrol is a good call.
Yeah. Quercetin.
Resveratrol is
Quercetin.
quercetin. No.
What's xanthan?
That's the xanthan. No.
Garlic.
Turmeric.
Nope. Turmeric.
Turmeric,
Nope.
Basil.
That's like a Italian cooking thing. No. Those Italians, they knew super antioxidants.
Lemon.
I think you're looking for a very specific answer.
Okay,
that
let
I'm
me.
not quite
I'm just
getting.
gonna lay them on you. Can I tell them?
No.
I can't tell them.
Or you just want to let it keep going, and then we can do
yeah,
a
I
follow
guess.
up post.
I don't know. He can tell him. I just thought we weren't.
Then they can't win.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, now contest is off
No. I'm just kidding.
right now, and it's 7:36 on Sunday, December 13th. So there are 3 or 4 other super antioxidants out there, or they're borderline or close. One is superoxide dismutase. The other is thyroidoxin. Another is hydroxytyrosol, which we're really close to. And what's another one, Jared?
Super antioxidant.
I think those are the 3 biggies we're playing with right now.
Each have different categories underneath them. but
Yeah, and they're really crazy. Hydroxytyrosol is interesting. It's from grape seed, olive extract. I found it a few years ago, and we've been playing with it ever since. It's out of Germany, the stuff we're playing with. So, big things coming this year. We're coming out with something for memory, heavily FDA validated, with 30 studies showing it improves memory 30% after 6 weeks of taking it. Those are FDA validated. That we get the license from Mitsubishi. Is a crazy good product. It's all natural, super natural, and I know Young Living's interested in it, so we'll be talking more to them. But still, watch for that on our website. I'll come out with a video on that in the next few weeks. Do you think it'll be the next few weeks, maybe?
I mean, hopefully.
3 or 4 weeks?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's driving us crazy. Everything's so slow right now. Okay, and something for shingles that is FDA approved OTC that will really, really, really work. So, and something for pain that will change the world. So, Merry Christmas. I love you all. This has been a hard year. I know it has been. Thank you for supporting my family. I hope I brought you some enjoyment and peace. I know we've helped a lot of people. I love that. I'm sorry if you've lost family and friends. This is hard year. So next year will be a lot better, I think. So Merry Christmas. God bless you all. And remember the EO.